Welcome to these videos. I am outside, so that's a really good thing. Although I'm in a sweatshirt, it is cooler in my backyard. But let's get moving on the reading for today. Okay, the first card is Clearing the Way. And I got this in my reading yesterday for myself, and it was really important for me to remind myself that what is the obstacle that's holding me back? What's the obstacle that's holding me back? When whatever I want to achieve, or for some people it could be that they're just wanting to stand up for themselves more, things like that, right? It could be anything, or they want to say no more and they want to take better care of themselves, whatever it is. There's limiting beliefs. There's something within us that we allow hold back, and that's what we're going to talk about today too. Is really about letting obstacles stop us. And as you can see, a tree has come down, and they're like, well, their house is over there. And they're like, well, we got to get there. When you have a desire, when you have a goal, when you have a vision for your life, when you know what you really want, what you're working towards, how you want to live and experience your life, when something gets in your way, you are able to better stay focused on what you desire. I'm determined. So here's a really funny example. Not funny, but so I live alone, and I have problems I've broken both of my wrists, and this wrist is giving me a lot of grief, and I don't have a lot of strength in it, either in my right wrist. But when I get a jar of pickles or peanut butter or just something, I'm determined to have, and I want, and there's just me to open it. This is so weird, because it's like that's the determination you want to have when you're working in your life, because we can let obstacles stop us. So I try to open, and it's so hard, and I think I'm never going to get it. What if I don't? But then I put it down. I know now I kind of click underneath it and pop it. I can't explain it unless I show you. But it's like, I got to open this because there's no one else to open this for me. And I want my pickles or whatever. What am I going to do? Just let it sit in the fridge and never open my jar? Like, I got to get the jar open. So when in our head, we're like, I'm doing this no matter what. This obstacle's in front of me. It doesn't matter, because I'm still going to get to the other side of it. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to do it. When you have that much determination, faith, and drive, and certainty, it's like, I'm getting to the other side. It's going to happen. Another thing could be, let's say I used to live in Alberta, snow, and if I was driving and I got a little stuck, my car, but I'm like, I don't want to just sit here, and it'd be hours if I called someone, and oh my God, what am I going to do? And the determination to say, I'm going to figure this out. Like, I will get out of this. I will continue on my way, because I'm not going to sit here for hours. I do not like waiting for things. So the more determined and the more certainty, I'm doing this no matter what. I don't care the way it looks. I'm going to achieve this. That's what we need to put more into things in our life. We do it in some instances. I know you do. It could even be you see something you really want at a store, but you're like, I don't really have the money. But then you're like, oh my God, I want that so bad. You will find a way. You will spend money on that. You will find a way. That's the determination we're talking. So don't give up. And 5 of Wands is about the rivalry and about potential shift, escalating dynamics. It's about staying resistant, resilient, and patient, capable of overcoming obstacles. That's what we're talking about today, of overcoming obstacles with diplomatically, like with diplomacy. And again, what we're being faced with in the world today is obstacles and things happening that are terrible and shocking. And so many you see are screaming, yelling, fighting, calling names, saying different things that are back and forth. That's not diplomatic. That's not for your best interest. That is a negative. That is anger. That is fear, whatever it is. But we want to know that we can overcome obstacles in more of a positive way. It's up to you. You don't have to get drawn into that kind of way. You don't have to get drawn, like in here, right? You don't have to get drawn in the fight with people and say, I'm just going to fight everybody and everything. We don't need to do that. This card, here we are, 7, is about trickery and lies. And I tell you, so much going on right now regarding that. And I love in the definition of this, it says urge to run away. And I'm like, well, I talked about that yesterday, didn't I? Exactly. I still kind of feel that way today. My pattern when faced with an obstacle that really bothers me, that I, in my head, believe it's circumstantial, like I have no control, but we all do, but you know what I mean. When you feel like I have no control over this, like this is happening and I don't like it, that's when I want to run away. That's when I want to run away and hide and just forget about everything and be like, this is stupid. I don't even want to be a part of anything like this. I don't want to be a part of the world if this is the world. But that's not that's not the way to solve anything. It's not going to make you feel good. It's not good in the long run. And so it's just saying, right? Do not become an enemy of yourself. Love that. Do not become an enemy of yourself. That's what I do. I, in a way, and like I said it before, I take full responsibility, and sometimes I'm harder on myself. Are you like that? We blame ourselves so much that we end up becoming an enemy of ourselves. But please don't do that. It says, show diplomacy, flexibility. You can cope with opposition. You can cope with the challenges. We may have to learn how to cope with it because we haven't really been taught or we haven't done it much in the past. But it's this reminder, it's this viewing and being conscious of how you're acting, how you're feeling, what you're saying, what you're believing, all of those things, and choosing something different. And then the Knight of Swords is kind of about taking action, sometimes speed, action, go, go, go. You know what to do. You really know what to do. You're just telling yourself you don't know what to do. So go freaking do it. What are you waiting for? It's also about enjoying the journey along the way. So don't keep fighting life, because then you're not going to enjoy the journey of life, right? Focus, strength, and courage. Focus, strength, and courage. And that's what we need so much of now. What are you focusing on? Where is our focus? On the fight, on the bad things that are being said, on the stupid people, some of the things they're saying, which I get sucked into. Where's your focus? How is that helping you? Is it helping you? And I like that I'm wearing this. This is a local company, their sweatshirt. But I like how and these you see in the forest. I live in an island that's a rainforest, and you see this all the time. It's a stump from a tree that's been broken off or cut down, and another tree grows from it. And that's nature. Nature completely adapts. It looks like this would be lost and dead, the tree, but no, there's still life growing from it, right? And we need to remember that nature is so perfect in its ways and how it does things. It always revitalizes itself. And what I also want to mention about these challenges and things that we let stop us, I was listening to a podcast today, and it's so true. He said rich people or really successful people don't let obstacles stop them. They may have gone through so many obstacles. So it's not like they were born with a silver spoon, things like that. Most of them were not. And why they are where they are is because they didn't let obstacles stop them. We tend to let obstacles stop us, most people. I know I sure did in the past, and I still tend to. That's my pattern in my life. So I'm aware of it. That means I can now change it, but I sure see how that happens to me. I want to just give up, like I said yesterday, and just walk away because I'm like, you know what, this is too hard and I just don't want to deal with it. And then I forget about my vision. I forget about my focus. I forget about all the things I really want. And I just tell myself, well, you're just not going to have it. So you just have to accept and just be okay with this and just give up on things and let it all go. Because I know that's kind of some of the things that were said when I was being raised or I saw around me. So, as humans, that's kind of natural, but we get to see it and recognize it and say, well, then I'm not going to do that again. Like me with the pickle jar, right? I never give up on opening a jar. So why would I give up on other things in my life? And sometimes we avoid emotional, hard, like something that's really hard emotional. And sometimes people avoid something that's really hard physically. I can do all the things that are hard physically. Like I will push through that. I have a strong will for physical stuff. But emotionally, yes, when things get hard and I begin to feel stupid, as I should know better, I should be somewhere better, I should be doing better in my head, That's what breaks me down. So how about you? There, we all have something, but we get to change those patterns and behaviors. And that's why we're here every day. That's what we talk about, these things. You can do it. Let's do it together. All right. Okay, breathe. We want to breathe in this beautiful, strong energy from the earth. And as you exhale, let go and release, and just say you're just letting go. I'm finally giving up, like on holding on to the fight, holding on to the struggle. I release it now. I let go. Inhale the belief, right? Inhale more of the belief, the light, the guidance from God's source, anything like that. You want to inhale that into you. Feel yourself fill up with that beautiful energy. And then as you exhale, release, relax, let everything go right down to the center of the earth, deep, deep, deep in the earth. Way, way, way down there. And then you want to grow roots far and wide, far and wide. And feel your strength, resilience. Feel the support you have. Remember your invisible support, God's source, whatever you believe in. The support of the earth, the support of your body, and the support of yourself, your higher self. All right, have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.